Good evening, Speed Gaming, and welcome to another fantastic edition of the Co-op 2020 Final Fantasy Randomizer Tournament. This is Game 2 of the Upstarts versus the Has-Beens and the Wannabes. I am your host, Dark Moon EX, joined in the booth by Sonny Wrath 11. How is it going, Sonny?
It's going well. I'm looking forward to the second race between the Upstarts and the Has-Been and Wannabes. Greggly Puff and Dangwoo took the first game from Jay Scheidel and Fun/Bloodrune, and now the Has-Been and Wannabes are looking to settle the score and go 1-1 and push a game 3.
I've seen all these people in action. I gotta say, I wouldn't sleep on Jay Scheidel and Fun/Bloodrune, like, just not being able to bring it. I think they're out for blood, and this could be a lot tighter than people might expect.
I have to agree now. Fun/ and Jay Scheidel, they were facing a little bit of rust on that first game, but since then, we'll have to see what they've done to change their strategies around, see if they can't go a little bit faster. It's definitely going to be a race to watch and a race to really keep your eye on.
It will indeed.
Many lead changes.
Okay, with us all set up and ready to roll, I am going to go release our runners, and we will be set to start this run.
So, before we forget to give this person a shout out, we've also got Burt Reynolds here with us doing the tracking. So, huge shout outs to Burt for doing the tracking.
Just making sure everyone's ready since we were on hold for a couple minutes there. I've got word from the Has-Beens and Wannabes that they are ready. Just double checking the Upstarts are good to go. They are set to roll.
All right. And here in about 10 seconds, we will be off to the races with this race of the Final Fantasy Randomizer Co-op Tournament 2020.
So, I know I asked this the last time, and I know what we do normally, but I guess we're looking at the teams starting off. You think we're gonna expect one person to go into Canaria Castle, one to hit the town, check magic, see what's around, maybe find some money?
I think we're gonna see a check of Canaria Castle pretty early on.
I mean, it does seem like the game kind of heavily weights you getting, like, a Cardia Island or a Topher or even, like, Mermaid somewhere early in the game, as if it knows that you're going to need the money. I'm sure the game doesn't, but it does feel that way, you know?
Yeah, it does tend to feel that way, and I have noticed that Canaria Castle tends to be a little more weighted towards item locations. So we'll see how that actually goes down.
Yeah, the number of seeds I think that we've seen that have had Topher, like, at Canaria or the actual Topher location has been just the weight of it, you know? And look, the item location with Matoya. Meanwhile, Harm 4 and Invis 2 at level 1. And then, well, we'll see in a second what else we've got. Gold O's for, I think you're about to say. Go for it.
Gold Cheerios for under 5,000 gold.
Not a lot of good black magic here besides Temper. Temper is great to have on a level all by itself that you won't worry about. But I think the lack of a sweeper besides Harm 4 is going to make them regret their decisions.
All right. So we're off to a fairly evil start, and you might be wondering, who rolled this monstrosity? This guy did!
Oh, hey! Chime for 6,600. That's also nice and cheap, and it gets the shop item out of the way, so we don't have to worry about scrounging that up later. Now, it's only the chime, but as soon as they get the floater in the canoe, it's no longer only the chime.
It may not be evil yet, but there are no sweeper spells.
No, not at all. No instant death, no basic magic. I mean, they got fire, which I probably would buy just out of desperation, but... Ow. Ow.
Yeah.
Ow.
It's literally fire, lit, temper, slow 2.
Yeah. So, Jay Scheidel just got bumped out of Matoya's cave because of some wolves. Ow.
They just wanted to take a bite.
Yeah. McGruff the crime dog. Roar.
Oh. Hey, Gramps with Blizzard.
They have nuclear as well. That's a nuclear winter.
And Imps with Scorch.
We shouldn't be laughing so delightfully gleeful at that. Okay. But we're going to. But Skyfor teleporters at the Topher location, and then I'm seeing the marsh split in a purple area. I'm guessing that's Elfland.
Yeah, it seems to be Elfland.
Mm-hmm. And we have a Cardia at a blue. Is that Provoca? I think that's a Provoca Cardia with a ribbon -2. Not bad at all. I'll take that ribbon early. I mean, from the Tophers that we've seen, you really only need one ribbon to make it playable.
Yeah, and hello, Marsh Split indeed. With Canaria Castle already being found, what's the king gonna have today?
A bottle.
It's the bottle.
I mean, as soon as they find Gaia, they can turn that in. Now, if the game is, Gershark Big Eye early on, just a little too early to be able to do anything with that. Gersharks with Cure 4. Okay.
And Jay Scheidel finding Dwarf Cave, Gregglypuff.
Oh, that is essential right there. He has to walk that out.
That's a beautiful, beautiful...
Yeah. That Ice 3 Gauntlet is beyond essential. He desperately needs that, because that is the only sweeper so far that we have. Meanwhile, we have Sky 3 sitting here at another purple locked location. That might be Elf Castle if the other one was Elf. I mean, I actually like finding this floor this early if you can manage to walk stuff out from it, because it's a lot of treasure chests very quickly that can provide good money and treasure.
Alright.
Or you get destroyed by chimeras.
Yeah, Dang just getting obliterated by the chimera. And that's the end of that.
So the purplish violet right there is Titan's Trove. I haven't memorized every single color in this game, but if you know what you're doing, the various colors of the dungeons you're in is actually tied to specific locations as a kind of useful shorthand.
Ooh, Jay Scheidel, unfortunately, getting bounced out.
I guess going back in, gonna try again, because yeah, that Ice Gauntlet, too good. Too good.
No, it's 3 good, because it was an Ice
But and finds mermaids at the other end of that. I mean, I can't blame him for not going back and trying to walk that out. He does need more levels. Get a few more of those chunks under his belt, that might help. But, like, that sweeper. You know you want that sweeper. And you hate the fact that you had to abandon it.
Funslash finding Sarda, and today Sarda is holding on to the loot. So Sarda's sitting there being the one-man band, giving us some glorious music, and now we're like, we need that instrument.
You know, I do hear that he sings a Song of Heroes.
No.
I
mean, he very well may.
No.
Oh man, Dangwoo just getting rocked by the chimeras.
Yeah, those chimeras were hitting the mages that I saw for at least 250 a pop. He is going to need some serious armor and at least a few more levels. But he keeps trying back. I think he's trying to, save scum through the encounter table to find a nice hero run to work off of.
Do want to welcome the party of 80 from Speed Gaming. Welcome to Game 2 of the Upstarts versus the Has-Been and Wannabes of the Final Fantasy Randomizer Co-op Tournament of 2020. I am Sonny Roth 11, and joining me tonight is Dark Moon EX.
Hello. We are watching the carnage unfold.
We most definitely are.
And it is carnage. It is most certainly carnage. Check in the Hall of Oh, that is glorious.
This is very beautiful for Greg, but the question is, will he be able to make it through that? And the answer right now is, that's a negative, Ghost Rider.
No, you're not going to be able to do anything with it right now, but that's not the point of that tile. The fact that you know where it is when you're ready for your grind, that is better experience points than the Third Eye grind. The only question is going to be whether or not they're killable. Ever.
There is blurst items as well as entrance and floor shuffle in this. So we've taken just about every floor and rearranged them for entrances, and then shuffled all of the floors together. And you could see a 17-floor deep dungeon with splits.
Okay, I want to point out over on Fun Slash's side the waterfall they have found. That is obviously a loop of some kind, but it's just like the taunting you going, here's your entrance, here's your exit, figure it out.
Look, you're gonna need it.
Oh yeah, and there's no easy connection either.
Good luck, you're gonna need it. Like, this is literally the game's way of saying that.
That is the funniest waterfall I think I've ever seen.
Oh man, Harm 4 doesn't even take out all of these Wiz Mummies, and unfortunately, that is a wipe for Fun/Blood Rune.
Yeah. Yeah, this is perhaps one of the nastier starts I think I have seen. Because normally, even when you don't get any, like, AoE damage, you get, like, an AoE, like, instant death at some point. The odds are in your favor. To get this particular mix of magic this early is brutal.
Jay Scheidel going to go ahead and stock up on those gold bracelets that were extremely inexpensive. And since he also has the Ice 3 gauntlet, he'd stand a better chance going into the waterfall.
Yeah. No, that is absolutely. He has great gear and a great chance of being able to do things. I might even like lurk outside of one of the dungeons a little bit, try and find out what the first couple of encounters are in there, and see if any of them will go down to an Ice 3 gauntlet.
Is Jay Scheidel going to attempt ordeals? And the answer is a yes.
Love it. I mean, if you like, it might take a couple times figuring it out, but if you can actually like find the path through here, it's not so bad. Well, okay, and then man-cats.
Suddenly, man-cats.
Wasn't that from Little Shop of Horrors?
I think so.
Yeah. It's a deep cut reference for everyone out there in the audience. We do have an elf castle found as well. I think this was over at Crescent Lake. I don't think we have anything we can do at Elf Castle right now, but thanks for showing up, guys. Also, apparently... I'm sorry, you go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, we appreciate the elves showing up.
Good of you to join the party. Apparently, Cyrus also pointing out, and I missed where it was, we have a Fire 2 shirt as well. Those two sweepers together, and apparently a Bane shirt. So we've actually got some decent sweeper magic on our castable items. We just need to get a chance to use them.
And that's going to be the problem right now, especially with these man-cats having sleep touch.
Well, and Bane is a great spell, especially in early game, but those green kitty cats are late enough in the game that their MDef is not going to be entirely agreeable for it.
It's like trying to use Bane on gargoyles. It's just not likely to work.
I mean, it took Disney canceling that show alone for the gargoyles to go away.
You got a point.
I'm sure there's someone in the audience going, too soon, man.
All right, so we got Jay Scheidel just chugging through ordeals. And, oh! Whoa! Metal Slimes got the nuke!
Oh! So, those iron... those iron golems are feeling just a little bit better for long-term grind possibilities.
So, Metal Slimes are most definitely not going to be the grind.
No!
Whew! I rolled some nice slimes for these guys.
You did. I like Greggly Puff coming in here and checking some of these treasures, but he's only rocking 2 cabins right now. Personally, I kind of feel like, yeah, you might want to check this floor while you're here, but maybe do it after you've seen what's further down and what the key item is.
I have a feeling that these runners are going to be cursing my name as soon as
I know.
For 3rd floor.
Oh, I know.
Packs, or maybe it's 1st floor. No, it is first floor.
Did you just give them 4th teleporter on... Nope. Jay, what are you doing? I think you have made the most confusing ordeals ever.
Yes.
Okay, I missed what the key item on Sky Spider was.
It was the canoe.
Lovely. That opens up a couple extra checks. You really have to hope somewhere nearby has Provoca.
Hey, look, fires. On the Nightmare Tower.
No, I said Provoca.
I set fire to the Nightmare Tile, guys. I'm sorry. Yes, Mighty Metric Batman. There is an option in the randomizer to randomize the Ordeal's Pillar Maze, so that way it is not going to be the solution that you're used to seeing in the vanilla game.
Which is why Jay Scheidel spent so much time in there, and we feel bad for him on that. Sometimes the Ordeal's Pillar Maze can be quite the nightmare.
Unless you have Warp.
Unless you have Warp. Yeah, no, of course.
But somebody didn't give them Warp. I don't know.
You didn't give them much of anything.
No, I really didn't, but I gave them an Adamant. I'm pretty adamant on that one.
I'm trying to recall, the dwarves had the Ice 3 Gauntlet, didn't it?
Yes, the dwarves did have the Ice 3 Gauntlet.
So it looks like Jay Scheidel can make yet another dive towards dwarves. I'm sure he just loves it over there.
Oh, at least he is going to get that Adamant back.
Yeah.
Since Funslash did obtain the Adamant as well.
Yeah. So, although I gotta tell you, red giant Agama tile, not a bad grind spot. I just don't like how deep it is into that dungeon.
But Dark Moon, I'm gonna need you to stop for a second, because on Dangwoo's side, we got a nice axe, and it's telling you to stop as well.
Is it also telling me to collaborate and listen?
Unfortunately, no. It
just
But Grigglypuff makes it to the robot and finds the warp cube. So that's both the chime and the warp cube. And
yeah, you saw the other bit there.
I'm holding my thumb up right now. Because shoutouts to a Fade Sword.
Fade Sword is brilliant. You know, you put that on your knight, or, okay, you put that on your white mage.
I do the lampstick as well, apparently. Okay. I missed the lampstick.
Yeah. I love the fact that the Robot is just walking under the white mage.
Yeah, that's a little strange.
That's an error I haven't seen before. Anyway, Gregley looks like he's deciding what to do with his life.
I don't know if... Okay, I was about to be like, I don't know if that actually gives Greg the ability to move.
A bit of an error right there is what we were worried about.
Grigglypuff.exe has stopped working.
Honestly, the waterfall wasn't that bad if you just knew to walk straight across.
This item magic has been quite interesting so far.
It's where all the power is.
And that power is quite overwhelming.
And now he is going to try and fade them down. Good turn order might actually take out these metal slimes before they get a chance to nuke. Never mind.
Nope.
No, never mind.
They are too beefy.
Now, if he also has the Fire 2 shirt, so if he could have gotten Fire 2 and Fade off at the same point, that might have done it. But even then, that's a bit of a push.
Oh, Jay Scheidel is not in a great spot right now with the being stoned.
No.
And there goes the Black Mage.
Yeah.
On top of all that, shoutouts to Mancat Medusa packs. They're evil.
Now, one thing I will point out, Jay Scheidel is getting ambushed by everything. Late in the game, sure, have your fighter up front, especially once they have the levels. But as you have told me time and again while we're playing, the Thief is great for reducing your ambush chance. He does have a Thief. He might want to put the Thief up front.
Dangwoo has found Provoca. I didn't get to see what magic there is available here.
I missed it too.
Apparently soft. And lock 2, hold, and stop.
What have you done to them?
Yes.
You're a cruel... The best spell they've gotten right now is Invis 2.
I mean, the best item magic they have is Fade. Hi, Frost!
Hi, unsafe pirates!
Yup! And that's at the... Well, that's fitting.
Yeah, Ice Cave. Well, I mean, they're thematically appropriate.
This is not a lie.
No. Dangwoo trying to see if there's some armor he can use to help out. No, there is not.
I am the armor.
My body is the armor.
You just got to take a meat shield in there and just be like, I'm throwing you at this wall.
You need luck. Hopefully he has one of those sweepers that can do the trick.
He's got a stop axe, which are the light axes. He's got the stop spell as well. So he's just got to get turn order at this point. And he's
That's not it right there, no.
Get it.
No. He needs some Artea luck right there.
Harm 4 only damages the undead, therefore it will not damage the pirates.
Mm-hmm. And Invis 2 is not going to stop any of that magic. Oh, pirates, please.
And there goes stop. Is it going to hit all of them?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Woo!
Woo! We got the triple hat trick. Everyone's paralyzed so far.
That is glorious right now for Dangwoo as Greg enters the pillar maze.
Uh-oh, we got a couple Kierds right there. I don't know who they were from.
Ooh. Dangwoo making a long battle with the pirates, but this very well may be paying off.
I think he should have it.
That's going to be it.
That is it. Well done, Dangwoo. Okay, now we'll go look at other stuff. We have a Kier 3 gauntlet and a stop axe here in the, what we like to call the Sharknado room here. Sharknado floor. So those are nice items. I actually would not pass up that Kier 3 axe at this point, perfectly honest.
So the pirates... Killing the pirates caused Bicky to fork over the rod.
We've gotten the magical pixie stick.
Pretty much.
I hear if you break it open, it's filled with candy.
So a question in chat from Cary Grant. How does this co-op tourney work? Well, the key items are shared between the two runners on a team through a Lewis script that communicates with our co-op tournament server, basically, and then sends those items to the runners about 7 seconds after the item is picked up.
That was vastly too technical. Each team gets a magical bag of holding, and when they get a key item, it goes into the bag of holding.
That's the shortened version.
It will share their key items. It will not share their shards, and because we have Shard Hunt on, and each player has to get their own shards, there are the 4 fiends from the first rounds of fiend fights are worth a certain number of shards. Those are not shared. So they will each have to kill Chaos on their own. They will each have to collect their 28 shards on their own, but information and key items will be shared.
So yeah, it pretty much boils down to, if you hear the key item jingle, more than likely, it's gonna be shared.
Some people in chat apparently preferred your technical answer. I can't deny that. Mine's just, yeah.
Yours is just D&D.
It is. So is Final Fantasy, though. It felt appropriate.
It is. It's very appropriate. All right. Jay Scheidel making it to the dwarves, turning in that adamant.
Oh.
Shielding the floater.
Oh. So they don't have the canoe. I kind of forget where the canoe is at, but they don't have it. Meanwhile,
Sky 2.
Meanwhile, Gregley has and Dangwoo have the canoe, but not the floater. So as soon as they can go get that, that came off the adamant? I think.
The floater of the adamant.
Oh well, that's kind of harsh because I'm pretty sure Gregley and Dingwoo haven't made it through ordeals yet. So that'll get them their airship eventually, but they're going to have to work for it.
Very much so. And Dingwoo in Sky 2 right now, which is actually at Marsh Cave. So
that lovely green hue.
Funslash or Jay Scheidel are going to have to make it to Marsh Cave in order to pick up that canoe and be able to jump into the air really quickly.
Yeah, like this is a particularly evil seed because technically airship is available really early. But you gotta work to get it.
You have to work a little harder than you'd expect to get it.
Yeah.
Greg got bounced out of ordeals by Catmen, unfortunately.
Which doesn't surprise me, considering how prolific they were in there and just how bad they were. That seems accurate. Greg is fighting the pirates. I thought he was the one that fought was it Dangwoo who fought the pirates?
Dangwoo fought the pirates, yes.
Okay. And Dang is now going into Waterfall, probably to go get that Fade shirt.
Probably.
Or stick, sword, whatever.
Question in chat. How do you handle frustration when a tough seed is kicking your butt? So,
I scream and cuss a lot.
In my case, what I've been doing lately, that's actually what I used to do, though. What I've been doing lately is I have been stopping, taking a look at my options, giving a little bit of analysis into it, and then continuing on from there.
I think when we're doing co-op, you actually help ground me a little.
Yes, Falconic, you missed a Fade Sword.
Yeah. Fade Sword was over in the Waterfall. Which, honestly, the cube is nice, the Fade Sword is nicer.
Yes, they got both. Ice 3 and Fade.
Apparently that was a prediction Falconic made before the seed started. Falconic is a witch. Burn the witch.
No.
With the Fire 2 shirt that we found earlier.
No.
So what now, at this point, our only hope for more sweepers is Elfland. Because they certainly don't have the levels to cast anything from Melmond right now.
Level 12 required on the mages themselves, the white and black mages respectively. Mm-hmm. Red mage, it's level 15.
I actually don't know if they have any white mage or red mages. I think everyone took whites and blacks.
Yeah, everybody did take white mages or black mages.
Yeah.
But having the information for red mage spell levels...
Useful.
Still useful.
Still useful.
It may not be useful in this seed, but it's still useful.
Well, but then you're not running this seed, so that's fine.
Wait, this is a seed? Alright.
Scorpions with heat. This whole entire seed is just really brutal to the early game.
I mean, they just want it to be hot. What can I say?
Okay, we got Onrak at the Crescent Lake location. That's where that is. Don't believe we have Oxyale on anyone, so at this point we're not going to be able to find out what's in the dungeon. So this is just another one of those, like, teasing dead ends right now.
Yeah, unfortunately no Oxyale means no diving.
Quite literally, since it's the sea dungeon.
Alright, Funslash and Jay Scheidel both making shopping trips.
Burt Reynolds... Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Jay Scheidel resurrecting one of the Light Warriors before going to save.
Burt Reynolds in chat noting that neither team has gone to Mirage yet, and then before I could say anything, he has commented, wait, they can't. That is right. We have flags in effect, generally speaking, that will add docks to certain portions of the world and open up certain paths and so forth. Those flags for the Mirage Desert, however, are not on, so while they have the time, it does them no good until they get into the air.
Now, I think the Has-Been and Wannabes are spinning their wheels ever so slightly because they're like, what entrances have we not checked? Mm-hmm. Where have we not taken dives into yet?
Well, and this is the kind of seed, with the way that it's laid out, that can put any team on tilt, honestly. Okay, so Gregley didn't wait at all and immediately jumped into that battle and got ambushed, and I was really frightened for him for a second there. Will not lie.
Yeah, it was a little scary, wasn't it?
Yeah. Trying very hard to figure out exactly what he wants to do to get through this fight, because he clearly wants the experience, and I cannot blame him. Oh, those are some beefy Agamas. 2 fades in a row so far, plus a lit, and they did not go down.
The lit didn't hit the Agama.
Oh, did it? Well, no, I was going to say the Agama. Anyway. But that is level 10 for him. I think if I was him, I'd get out. There you go.
He's not hesitating. He's getting out of there now that he's gotten that all done. And he's gotten some good levels to boot. So...
yeah, he got the fun out of there.
Oh, very much so.
Jay Shadow now making his check over on the Sky 3 floor. Gets those lovely man cats with Medusas that have glance. That's vanilla Medusa, isn't it, behavior?
Maybe.
Stone you with a glance? Who rolled this?
I don't know. I don't know who rolled this at all.
So yes, with that, Gregley and Danglu now have the mix of items they need to get their airship and get themselves in the air and unlock even more of this world to go get beaten down by.
The question is, how much worse is the rest of the world going to be compared to this? And the answer we'll find out as soon as one of these runners gets the airship. Alright, Jay Shadell checking the chests up here in Sky 3 as Fun Slash does stumble upon the mermaids.
It's a treasury that I think the other team found a little while ago in both cases. Good money to be had there. Not going to complain about that, and still at the point where they actually kind of need it, because no one's managed to find a really solid grind just as yet.
Yeah, there is no solid grind that's been found just yet, but definitely finding all of this money is nice. Also, shoutouts to NPC Guillotine, slicing that mermaid in twain and turning her back into bubbles.
From whence you came!
2 mermaids down.
The slaughter! Oh, the slaughter!
I do not believe it has been checked to see if iron gulls go down to a single phase.
No. They were seen, they were witnessed, they were escaped from. That was all we got from them.
They turned tail and ran.
Mm-hmm. I think it was a very fast reset once he had the information.
They say mermaid flesh makes you immortal.
I don't know why it is. I suddenly have a Queen song in my head.
Oh my gosh. Alright, so we got Jay Shadell sitting just north of Earth Cave right now, heading back over towards Melmond. And Fun Slash is in this marsh cave right now. Jay Shadell finding the incentivized ice cave location. I wonder if he will end up diving it.
I mean, I would. You really need those key items right there. I don't think I'd check all these chests here. I'd probably just try and, like, book it through. But yeah, no, you need the key items right here.
Info is not a bad thing to have. I was wondering where I left that sword.
Where?
It was right there.
I feel like we're like 2 steps away from an Abbott and Costello routine.
We probably are. Hey, look, EXP tile.
That Fade Sword. That Fade Sword, come on!
Jay Shadell doesn't have it.
Oh, what boo. I mean, Bane Shirt did some work. Not enough work, but it did some work. Like, I actually kind of like this little tile for a bit of grinding here. I don't know that I'd take it too far, but 2 or 3 encounters here, since they're not punching that hard, I might actually do that. Harm 4 is not going to work on the EX speeds.
Harm 4 is not going to do anything.
No. Better off with that Bane.
Are you sure about that? Because I'm pretty sure it didn't do anything.
Or not.
Another attempt at the Bane shirt. About to be coming out. Here we go. Poison Smoke times 2 times 3! We got all the Poison Smoke right there.
I will save everyone from my doing a really terrible Bane accent.
Trust in Bane, and ye shall not be led astray.
And chat thanking me for that. Can't say I blame them.
Hey, these Cerberus have fire. Yeah, they have fire, so they're hot.
Whew! They're on fire. Yeah, no, that they are an earlier enemy, even though you get them in larger packs in Sky Palace. Would not surprise me if they're Ooh, an extra helmet. Would not surprise me if their MDef is low enough to actually like go down to a Bane fairly easily.
So that X for helmet. Let's talk about that real quick.
Sure.
Because you know, if there's a Bane item found, we might see some X for Bane strats.
I mean, we already have a Bane item.
Or sorry, Brack item.
There you go. Yeah, no, totally.
But X for Bane also does do work too.
But let's also be honest about this. At this point, if they find Mute Spell, not a bad thought. They have that stop item. That stop item's going to be useful. They could, I mean, if they want to unleash the Expert Helmet against Chaos over and over again, they might just find a few uses for it, like at the end game.
Hey, Darkmoon.
Yeah?
I'm pretty sure there's a mute item.
Is there?
I'm pretty sure there is.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun when you get a spell-happy fiend that you can mute. I love doing that.
And finding the canoe, that's going to be the airship.
That'll be theirs.
Be obtained.
Mm-hmm.
But, oh, no!
Oh. Spicy mages. Apparently you did not pay for your iMage warranty plan, and Apple is coming for you. Desperation Harm 4, not gonna do it.
Gonna do it.
Nope. Ejected.
And that is the bounce for Jay Scheidel.
He wisely bails because he has an airship. He can come back for that later.
No escape from Apple.
They told you had to upgrade your iMages. You did not listen.
Fun Slash is just stopping for a moment, seeing these slimes, just thinking, because I believe he's seen the nuke from them. What do I do?
The long, slow think. We've all been there.
All right, so Jay Scheidel, we're going to say probably 3516, has the airship unearthed from the Ryukon Desert and is now in the air for Team Has Been and Wannabes.
Okay, so I'm not seeing the floater clicked off for Gregley just yet. I'm assuming he's doing the check here before he goes into Dwarf Cave. So they'll get their airship before too long as well. But despite having the gear needed to go do it without realizing it, it is the Has-Beens and Wannabes that are in the air first, and good for them. This goes back to what we were saying when we started this off. I think a lot of people's brackets might have put the Upstarts ahead of the Has-Beens and Wannabes, but they are showing that they are a force that you need to actually reckon with.
They definitely are, and they've made some good exploration, but
they have. I think in Jay Scheidel's area, I saw like 6 or 8 shards that he's already gotten. Like, good progress all around at the 36-minute mark.
Yes, but they are going to have to do everything they can to extend this lead as much as they possibly can.
That is very true. Even though the black belt isn't in this seed, you never want to sleep on Gregley because he is the master of the power grind.
And there's Temple of Fiends from Fun/Blood Rune at the Vanilla Gaia location.
So floater was required. Not that it really ever isn't in co-op. You need the ability to go fast just to keep ahead of the other team.
I mean, it's also probably going to be required for towns anyway.
Yeah, since we haven't even found Elfland yet.
Which, I'm going to take my wild guess and say it's going to be in Cardia Forest.
Okay, so, Gregley has 9 shards that I've seen so far. Jay Shidell is going to take on the pirates to go get his rod that he doesn't know he's about to get. But that Ice 3 Gauntlet is going to make short work of those Frosty pirates. Actually kind of feels a little ironic taking out the Frosty pirates at Ice Cave with Ice Gauntlet.
That's cold.
But nicely set up there.
I mean, that's all I gotta say is that's cold.
That's brisk, baby.
We talking ice cold. we talking beyond chilly. We got air conditioning set to max for that.
Meanwhile, Fun/Slash only has 3 shards so far, but that's not a deficit that's hard to get back from. I've seen how they're exploring things and dividing up dungeons. If they are taking notes, then they know where Jai Shidell got his shards at, and that's a deficit that will be made up pretty quick. Titan West is Melmond.
Hello, Melmond. What are you going to have spell-wise? Here we go.
Oh, there's your cure slot. There's your life 2.
Exfer and Cure 2. Cure 2 not so useful, but
Warp. Ice 3.
Ice 3. And Slep is in the promotion-locked warp slot. That's not even going to be necessary. 5 is gorgeous.
5 has a lot, and if we didn't have those sweeper items, 5 would be absolutely essential at this point.
And Sarda's Cave leads to one of the floors of Mount Gold.
So the fire elemental tile is regular red ogres and hyenas. Now, Fun/Blood Rune walked away from it, and I'm not saying that's necessarily the wrong thing to do, as they find a Mazarin -4. But it depends on the levels they're at, because if I'm like level 4 or level 6 and I find that particular pack, I would probably take it once or twice. Level 8 is iffy, but even then, I don't know if I would have walked away from it with my casting items. I might have just taken it for the walking grind and moved on.
Snack.
We have found Elfland. It's at a blue spot that might be Onrak, with Lightning 3, Bane, and Saber.
Yeah, that's Onrak's color palette. And here in the level 3 white magic, we see Invis, Arm 3, Ruse, and last but most certainly not least, Exit.
Exit's nice to have, but I think it's key to point out right there that in the Night Learnable slot, we had Ruse.
And level 4, level
Cure 4.
Cure 4,
Stacked.
3.
Stacked.
Absolutely beautiful magic here at level 4 white magic. Here at level 4 black magic, though, there's the Brack.
Yeah, I think the only thing that I'd be like if I had those 2 spells at level 4 is like, I kind of wish Harm 3 was at a different, or not Harm 3, Heal 3 was at a different level so it wasn't eating into my Cure 4 charges. Fair, I'm just saying.
I will still stick very firmly with my It's going to be Vorpal -5 and Katana +5.
They do have thieves. They could use it.
Fun/Slash does not, though.
Heck, with a Mazamun -4, I would still take a Vorpal -5, honestly. The crit rate's too good.
Yeah, you have to worry about the drop in the actual attack power, though. Hello, Mirage 1 at Waterfall.
So Temper's 4. Mirage 1's especially at the 40-minute mark, Mirage 1 is one I would check for treasure at this point, because it's all about shards. Meanwhile, speaking of, we have 2 shards just lurking there the next floor down with Lich.
Yeah, I noticed that. The Upstarts are in the air as well now and running through their checks, getting all this done as quick as they possibly can.
Honestly, with the level of casting magic we have here right now, I think Lich might actually be doable.
Oh, Lich would be very doable with that Fade Shirt and Harm 4.
Yep.
Oh, Lich would be a walk in the park.
Fade, Fire 2, Harm 4. If you want to get really spicy, just X for him even if you're bored.
Could attempt to cake him.
Yeah. Chocolate or vanilla?
Yes.
Lemon.
I mean, is there any other real answer for that? No. The answer is legitimately just yes.
Okay, well that's fair. I would still vote lemon personally, but
all right. Jay Scheidel gonna make it through that pack of vampires, get a good chunk of EXP for doing so, as well as
lovely amount
of gold.
Lovely amount of XP right there. Cannot complain about that. Keeps all his party members alive. If he can walk this out, that's probably the levels he needs right there for a Lich. Yeah, I wouldn't take this guards. That's smart.
We've even got chat chiming in on the cake question.
That's an interesting answer.
Cherry cake. That's actually a really good answer.
I like that answer. That's good. I will tell you, I like a nice yellow cake that I can put some fresh berries on top of. Really tasty.
Oh, absolutely. Dwight Destel coming in, noticing the level 4 Cure 4. Yep. As well as level 4 Heal 3. But let's make it even better with a Fade Shirt. Oh, Black Forest cake, that's good, but, you know, I'm more partial to my Devil's Food cake.
We've got the rod block right here. That has a key item. Plus, of course, we do, in fact, have the rod. And Gregley's flying away from it.
Checking out what Cave Bahamut is. And, hey, that's Lefane.
That is. I mean, like, I understand dipping in to find entrances and see what's around. But when there's an actual key item location waiting right there, I don't know. I think I'd do it, Sonny.
Yeah, that's a good question, really. I mean, I'd go for it, but right now we've got Jay Scheidel up against Lich and deciding, am I going to cake Lich? Am I going to zap Lich? What am I going to do? Decides on cake. Harm 4 going out, 284. There was another Harm 4 that went out for mid-200s, and those 2 Harm 4s and a few melee swings are enough to take out Lich. So that is the first Fiend killed.
Very nice.
All 4 of the runners.
2 bonus cards for Scheidel.
On top of all that, Carrie's lair has been found.
Mm-hmm. I was going to point that out because that's yet another key item location Gregley has found. Like, back-to-back, basically. Scorchy Imps.
And, yeah, time to watch White Warriors fall over dead for a moment.
It's just the Black Mages. They're expendable. Oh! Bit of a walk. I mean, I like having the ice armor. I don't know that I necessarily want to walk it out after I just expended 2 of my guys for it. Oh, he's got life too. Never mind. He's fine.
He has not found Elfland, though. We got Fun/Blood Rune taking on Lich. Harm 4 coming out for 212. Ink's going to go out. Not do much of anything.
Gregley making the bold play. Gonna come in here and try and take on Carrie.
Like this play. Lit 3 comes out for 166. That's it for Lich for Fun/Blood Rune. As Gregley Puff goes to pull Carrie 1. Here we go. Temper going out onto Puff. Puff's gonna attack. 1 hit, 1 damage. Fade coming out. Oh!
That looked like a status touch on top of the amount of massive damage that Carrie did.
That's stun touch on top of the damage. Fire 2 coming out. And
ouch!
Doing chip damage.
Well, now we can see why she did so much damage. She stunned the Black Mage as she punched him.
Yup. Fade going out again for 85 damage. Slow 2, is it going to hit? No, it's ineffective. But Puff, oh, it's Poison Touch. That's not much better.
That's not much better, no.
2 hits for 39 damage coming out. Slow 2 going again. Ineffective. Fade Sword for 115. Hold comes out.
Fighter is getting no luck right there.
Yeah, the fighter is just getting obliterated right now. More slow 2s going out. It's ineffective as can be. One more slow 2 fade going out. Only doing about 100 damage.
Frankly, that fade is the only thing actually doing damage at this point, though.
Surprised Greg hasn't gone for any stops yet, trying to paralyze her. There's a good fade for 302.
Yeah, Carrie is susceptible to certain status effects. I think Stop might have... Well, there you go. Okay, never mind. It worked. He's done.
It did work out. Fade for 117 takes Carrie down. And
Out of life charges, though.
Dengwu has entered the Titan's Trove and picks up the tail. So a great find for Dengwu there. As well as Gregly Puff.
We have found a Vorpal +2.
Here we go. Jay Shadell takes out the vampire. And I missed what this led to.
Pain. Lots of pain.
The Oxyale.
The ale. Well, now we can finally go explore that on-rack dungeon. Bearing in mind, of course, Gregly and Dengwu don't have that right now because they didn't. Gregly didn't go into that Earth Cave while he was there. Hopefully, he has not forgotten that is incentivized.
I doubt he has. All right. So Fun Slash on the Ogre tile, about to check the hairpin chest to get a tent. Nothing great from there, and Jay Shadell makes it past the rod plate to find, hey, it's a Cardia Armory, but specifically it's the one with 7 chests.
Okay, Fun Slash is sitting at 10 shards right now. That includes 2 that they got off of Lich. They will need another 10 loose shards at this point, plus killing all 3 of the remaining fiends to be in their go mode. Plus, of course, they still need the key.
And Dengwu has promoted, now has the improved classes, the Knight, the Ninja, the White Wizard, and the Black Wizard, all at perfect levels for promotion.
Perfect levels.
Promoting a little late is a slight hindrance on the Ninja as well as the Knight, since they won't be able to learn quite as many spells. And by that, I mean they won't get quite as many spell charges. Jay Shadell finding Carrie's lair. Gonna run towards the incentivized chest for Volcano. And unfortunately, gonna be greeted with an ice armor.
Meow. And some catmen. Oh, and some very cool additions.
Gets ambushed.
Yeah, no, I would take the reset.
Shoutouts to level 8 Lamp, by the way.
Darren Dry is asking if it's only 4 charges for Knights and Ninjas tonight. Yeah, no, they're it's just standard charges right now for the Knights and Ninjas. So if you level up properly and earn all the charges they get, you'll only get 4.
All right. Jay Shadell picking up that ice armor and just says, "Nope, I don't need this."
Can't blame him. That's probably what I would have done.
Dengwu, however, finds Temple of Fiends and is looking at Garland, looking to cake him down. Fell in a crack, terminated by Garland. Greg about to promote as Jay Shadell and Fun Slash both are fighting Carrie. We've got going out.
It's one school of thought here of when you find a fiend, you take it out. With the fact that they're probably going to have to do a power grind later on, though, the other prevailing thought would be wait until near the end to get the fiend charge, just so that these fights go faster. I don't really know which one would be better to do, honestly.
Oh no, Fun Slash losing Jace, his main power hitter.
Does look like he spun for a bit of a loop right there.
Just a slight bit of a loop. He's trying to decide what he should do. He's gonna attempt to brat carry.
Extra helmet! Extra helmet!
Dangwoo goes into Mirage and finds out that it leads to Earth Basement 2. Brack's gonna come out from Jay Scheidel and be ineffective, as it was also ineffective for Fun Slash Blood Rune.
Gregory's going to come up here to the waterfall. He is going to find himself that Lich before too long. Probably make him happy about getting another couple shards.
Absolutely, and Jay Scheidel still going at this carry fight, tempering up that fighter, healing everybody up, swinging a miss from carry. 3 hits, 3 damage, temper going out onto the fighter. Fighter's going to swing 2 hits for 169 with a crit in there.
This does feel like this carry is fairly absorby.
This carry has been a little high on the absorb. More tempers going out as Fun Slash goes to attempt again, and Dangwoo stumbles into Tiamat's lair.
I don't think we found Kraken yet, but that is at least 3 of the 4 fiends discovered. Definitely with Warmack guarding Tiamat, though, I would not take this fight on just yet.
Double checking.
Oh, that is lovely. Knowing that the Earth Elemental tile is the 4 Arhydras, that's an easy grind to do it even before you get over to the Iron Galls. They tend to go down real easy.
Well, with a Fate Sword +5, an Ice 3 Gauntlet, and Ice 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that is just good. That is popcorn right there. And he's class changed.
Dangwoo will be a hero linger. He is.
I'd linger here for a bit.
I think Dangwoo will be a hero after the rest of the shards are obtained. But Jay Scheidel making it through carry 1.
That's a tough carry 1. That as we saw from Gregley and now we're seeing from Jay, that is a lot of fiend to try and fight through.
And Fun Slash is working on making it through as well. More tempers going out. Jace is going to throw out a hit 2 for 271, so not bad at all. But Carrie's going to slow the party. So this is going to make the fight take that much longer. He's out of tempers. He's only got Lit 3, Bane, or Brack.
166 damage off a single swing. I wouldn't complain about that.
Oh, I wouldn't either. 1 hit for 166 is quite nice. More Lit 3s coming out. We've got Cure 3 Gauntlet being used. 182 damage.
There you go.
Going to take down Carry, though. So Fun Slash is definitely looking to be in a better spot now. Dangwoo finding the town of Gaia with Pro Ring -4s.
Gregory looks like he locked up about a minute ago. I'm sure they are working behind the scenes to get him back for us.
All right, Jay Scheidel running through Mirage 2. Dangwoo moving those Pro Rings around, getting them equipped.
Chat letting us know that Fade is at level 7. Doesn't really worry me too much when you have a Fade sword. But while we're here in Gaia, you can check the level 8 magic as well, and then go turn on that bottle we have been sitting on since forever.
And before new cure at level 8. No, but fast works just as well.
Ugh. Ouch. I mean, if you grind to like 32-ish before you go into Topher, you'll get a couple or 4 charges of that, and that's probably all you need for the fiends.
I would grind to 35 to be safe, but the fairy having the ribbon is quite a nice find.
That is very nice.
Nuke should be level 6, yes. Is that all 3 ribbons?
I know it's at least 2 of them. Because we had that early Cardia ribbon, and then we have this one. I don't know where the third one would have been.
Yeah, that's the question right now. Ice Shield +1 found on Fun/Bloodrune's side.
Just as a quick check-in, Jay Scheidel sitting at 11 shards right now. Fun/Bloodrune sitting at 12.
So they're staying really close together when it comes to shards.
Good coordination on their team, I think, is a part of it.
Oh, I have to agree.
Danglu is progressing, so I'm going to assume that Gregley is just locked up on his stream, but is otherwise still trucking on through, so...
That's what I'm led to believe. All right. So we've got Jay Scheidel check-in greater than, less than room. Finding some decent stuff. Nothing great, nothing too bad.
Here, I'm going to do a quick pop-in and make sure I know what's going on with Gregley right now, because his stream is down, so I'm wondering if his internet crashed out.
That might be the case. All right, we have Fun/Bloodrune taking on just a speed bump there. And just like that, the speed bump's gone. Jay Scheidel working on traversing the rest of Mirage 2 as Dangwu finds Crescent Lake, level 6 wall, and is running towards the Circle of Sages. What are we going to have here at the Circle of Sages, though? And that is Astos' crown. So Dangwu is sitting at 7 shards. I'm going to do a quick save and reset and head back to the airship and continue on to explore the unknown. Fun/Bloodrune working on clearing out the rest of Earth 3 as Jay Scheidel is up on the TFC floor.
As Falconic in chat confirms, and I just checked in as well, yes, Gregley Puff is still going. They are still connected. Twitch has just thrown a screw and has lost his stream. So he's continuing to play, and we're just going to let them go as they go.
All right, Fun Slash at the Cardia Treasury. As Jay Scheidel is just running through this Sea Shrine floor.
And just so our tracker is aware, the Upstarts do have the Uxiale at this point.
Alright, Dangwu heading back to the Crescent Lake location. Can go ahead and house up. Head on in and start checking that Uxiale dive. And would you look at that? It leads from water into lava.
It's just very hot water. And then Mirage greater than, less than.
I do believe we just saw this dive not too long ago. The defense sword, though, tonight is a very sleepy sword instead.
I feel that. Late night race, late night sleepy sword.
The water is truly magma.
Liquid hot magma. I was really waiting to say that.
Why have $1 billion when we can have $1 million? Gregley Puff is back and just picked up the Mosmian minus.
Nice.
And Jay Scheidel, he survived for now, but that's gonna be a wipe.
Them some really nasty slimes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And of course, that is not the last we have seen of them. They show up elsewhere.
I don't know what you're talking about with this.
Surprise at slimes, as Asher says in chat. Would that be slime prize or slime?
Slimy surprises.
Yeah, I'd go with that. Honorable chimeras. That's gross.
You win the slime prize. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm guessing Jay Scheidel was never able to get that fade stick or whatever out, because he definitely does not have that in his inventory. Oh, chimeras have stone touch. That's gross.
He's got a stone thief.
Yeah. I mean, I hear it's legal in Elfguard, so
I wouldn't know. All right. Good thing that Jay Scheidel did have softs on him. Funslash heading over to Titans West, heading into Melman. Gonna go ahead and pick up Life 2. Maybe even Xfer. Nope, not picking up Xfer. Definitely gonna pick up Warp. That's it. Not going for the full-on meme strats.
all you need is Warp.
Nah. If you already got Exit, all you need is Cake.
I mean, if it's Final Fantasy II, the Japanese version, you really only need Warp.
I mean, considering things, I will argue with you on that one because Teleport does quite a bit more.
I thought Teleport was Warp.
No, Warp is actually Warp, and then Teleport is different.
Oh, okay. Fair enough, then.
Has found Ostos, and Fade Sword for 204, yeah, that's it.
Yep, that'll do it.
Got Matoya's Crystal Eye, so...
Ooh!
Hey!
Gregory is already sitting at 18 shards right there to Funslash's 13, and I think Jay Scheidel is sitting around 13 to 14 as well. Really tight race for an hour and 4 minutes in.
Yeah, this race is looking pretty good so far. Funslash checking the chests over here. And Jay Scheidel running into a Greynaga. Bane shirt going out going to be ineffective, and it's taking some damage from these weapons.
I don't hate taking this fight, though, because they're worth a lot of experience.
A lot of experience and a lot of gold. Gregory Puff, remembering that Matoya was at Canaria Castle, turns in the Crystal Eye to get the herb.
Again, I believe that's legal in Elfguard.
The crown became the crystal became the herb.
Is this even randomized?
Is the herb going to become the Mystic Key?
Well,
That is the question right now.
Frankly, looking at it right now, there's not a whole lot of options for it.
Are we going to see Slab into TNT into Mystic Key?
God, you know what I'd love to see is Key leading into TNT at the Canaria Lock, because we still haven't checked that yet. That would be priceless.
Well, as soon as they have the Mystic Key, that's it. They're good to go.
Yeah, but you might, depending upon if you're looking for shards, you might still check the Canaria Lock, because it's 6 easy chests. Just saying.
Alright, so Gregory Puff diving through, finding that Fire 2 shirt.
Keeps it. I mean, at the very least, with class change characters, it's armor.
Yeah, he's not going to equip it, though. Those gold bracelet +1s are much better. The only
Pretty
reason
fierce.
be better for any character is if it's actually the black shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So that way, time resistance would be had.
Getting the time resistance would be very nice. Well, that black shirt doing work against those sea snacks. Meanwhile, the marsh incentive is that slab.
Yep, Gregory Puff about to tell us what the herb is going to turn into. Survey says this isn't randomized.
This isn't randomized in the least. Okay, I think we need to re-roll the seed. This isn't rando.
I want to assure you guys that fetch quests are randomized. And that literally was a full vanilla fetch quest.
So that is item go mode, and at this point, barring 8 shards that Gregory can get off of the fiends, he has everything that he needs at this point. If he goes and fights Kraken and Tiamat, he is go. So this might be time for him to start figuring out what his grind is.
It's probably going to be those iron goals at the Earth or at the Hall of Giants.
You can see him thinking about it, trying to remember, trying to decide.
He's going to go check Keylot Canaria, see if the TNT or the slab's in there. We know that the slab is in the Incentive Marsh location, but Greg does not. So this could be the slab, this could be the opal bracelet.
Or just another dud. I don't think we've used up all our dud. It's the... It's dud! So...
The needle pulling thread.
Burn the witch. Burn him.
So yeah, about that. That was a dud.
That was a dud.
But the chunk is the best thing out of that.
Yep.
Oh, Dangwoo. Dangwoo finding manticores. Just taking them down like they're nothing. He's got nuke. He's got power. He's got slimes. He's about to get nuked.
Nuke. Oh. I like the slimes playing with their food and keeping that white mage alive with just like 3 health left.
Yeah, white mage with your 3 HP gets nuked for 300. That's legit.
If they're slimes with nuke, doesn't that basically make them like nuclear runoff?
No, they're toxic waste.
That's what I just said. Anyway, so Dangwoo, like Gregory Puff is sitting at 18 shards, which is fantastic. Dangwoo, unfortunately, is only sitting at 9.
Yeah, Greg has a massive lead right now.
That is a bit of an 8-ball to be behind right there for your shards, especially considering where Fun Slash and Jay Scheidel are at. Obviously, Dang doesn't know that right now, but still, that's a bit of a deficit right there.
Just a small one. But Gregory Puff learning that the giant iguana encounter is here on this tile in Temple of Fiends, and finds a dragon armor +2 for his troubles.
That's lovely.
That's a big find.
Spellzap was actually just extolling to me the virtues of always making sure you check the Topher locked areas, because it seems like a lot of good treasure tends to dump in there.
Alright. Gregory Puff heading towards Lefane as Dangwoo is running through Sky 1.
So Bert in chat is pointing out that despite the shard lead that Jay Scheidel and Fun Slash have over Dangwoo, they may have forgotten about the waterfall. The actual, not the waterfall location, but the actual waterfall that was at, I think, Provoca or Kisei and Marsh. And the cube was in there, which they haven't gone and gotten yet, and apparently is required.
Yeah, the cube is very much required, and
I honestly can't remember what's lurking behind it.
That is in Marsh Cave. So
you know what? I'll go check the notes and find out exactly where the cube does.
Oh, it's the cube. Waterfall has the cube, as well as the Fade Sword. So it is a bit of a situation for both Jay Shadow and Fun Slash to be in.
Cube Block leads to Astos, and Astos eventually, through its fetch quest, leads to the key. Right, there we go. Okay.
And that might be what spells their demise.
Yeah, because they're racing a hell of a game, but you can see they're also spinning their wheels right now. And that is one of those things where you need to make sure you take notes, and if you can't remember what locations you've cleared, you need to make sure that you mark if you haven't grabbed a key item out of somewhere, because leaving a key item orphaned is deadly in a set like this.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very much so.
Burt Reynolds in chat commenting that notes for this are not easy. No, I 100% agree. Taking notes in this is quite difficult, but you have to make sure that you're doing some sort of notification if you orphan anything.
I mean, the key thing in all of this to be taken away is take great notes.
Yeah. The teams that do the best they don't just have good players on the team, because we've seen plenty of good players on teams, but they have the notes to back it up. Oh, Jay Seidel's raging.
Nope, Jay Shadow was just waiting for the slap translation to come through from Fun Slash, and it came through just to yield a house.
Ugh. So he was waiting for his Dr. Oon's language books on tape to show up, and they were just slow.
A little bit.
Yeah, no. I mean, some people in chat are commenting about whether or not they're out at this point. I certainly wouldn't say that they're out. They could pull this back together if they just remember.
Yeah, they're definitely not out yet. The leads are not insurmountable. So we've got level 6 Nuke, level 7 Fade, but we also have that Fade Sword. So Magic definitely was not very kind in this seed.
And with both of them sitting on double the shards that Dangwoo has right now, all it takes is them having like a big brain moment and sitting there going, "Oh right, we didn't do this," and then they can be right back in the game.
But if they don't realize that they didn't finish out the waterfall soon, they very well may be out of this. Because it will not take Greg or Dang very long to actually collect the rest of the shards.
Well, I mean, there is a certain amount of Dang luck involved here, but you're probably right.
Did Fun Slash have the big brain moment?
Carrie Grant asking in chat if how we determine who the winner is of this. Winner is based on the last person on a team to finish. Their finish time is the finish time for the team. So one person can finish a whole 30 minutes before the other. All that counts for that first person is that they finished it all, but it's the second finisher's team or time that actually counts for the overall team time. No averages, nothing like that. Final time, best time.
So Princess Sarah had the TNT, which means the TNT should lead to the Opal Cheerio.
With Golds +1, I don't even know that I'd waste the time turning it in, because for all you know, it's going to be an Opal -5, and it's just not worth it.
So, as I expected, Greg is in grind mode right now.
Yep.
Going after the Iron Goal tile. 1 to 2 Iron Goals on this tile. It's the first tile of the Hall of Giants, so if I remember correctly, this is the Giant tile.
Yeah, and when you've got a Fade caster, 2 Nuke casters, and a Fade stick, plus you have Cure Force that you can just toss off like candy, I don't even think this tile is too difficult to work with.
And a ton of houses.
Yeah, see, you're just good to go.
You could take your Black Mages up to where they have 400 HP, and you are absolutely fine.
Yeah, these Gauls are worth a ton.
both EXP and money-wise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're set for life once you've done this tile a few times. He still has Tiamat with Warmech and Kraken to do, though, so I don't know that I'd go much past, like, 30 to 32 at this point, whatever feels comfortable, based on, like, your charges and so forth. Largely because of the fact that you're going to get, like, another 2 or 3 levels easy off of those fights.
Shoot for 35 anyway, just for safety's sake. Greg's got the time that he could take to actually do that.
I mean, if he's considering that, because he does have to wait for his teammate to finish. That is true. Fair point. The nice thing about having a comfortable lead over your teammate, I guess.
Oh, very much so. It's not like I've been in that situation before. Yes, I will agree that week 1 is quite easy. Level 28 could easily get through this seed. But with the time that he's getting, you might as well play safely.
Yeah, and we've seen just enough bad Tophers on this scaling right now that while 28 can probably get through it, 32 is definitely safer and near guaranteed. Near. But, again, as Sonny rightly points out, when you have this much of a lead over your teammate, there's absolutely no reason to, like, not just go for what you can do.
Alright, Greg throwing out some more nukes. Getting good rolls. 346. And boom. More levels for Gregglypuff as Jay Scheidel picks up the crown. Funslash accidentally reset his timer.
Yeah, he did. That's fine. Oh, we still have the race room that we're in. Greggly only going to 28 off of that.
Yep. Even though he knows about the nuke slimes, he's just going to stick with 28 for now. And he is
I think that's a bit risky with the nuke slimes.
Yeah, a little bit.
And for some reason, going in and checking Ice Cave. Was there a ribbon or something down here that we forgot?
That's a possibility.
Gotta love that you're level 28 with your fighter up front, and the Eye Mages are still like, no, we're gonna ambush you. And kill your Black Mage.
That's because it's not a ninja.
Sonirath extolling the virtues of ninjas.
I mean, having a thief in the party is extremely nice. It allows you to run away from whatever you want, whenever you want. He came here to pick up the Aegis Shield. Can't blame him on that one.
No, that extra little bit of protection is nice, and if you slap a Pro Ring on there with the Aegis and the... Oh, and then he decides to use the Opal anyway, so never mind that point I was going to make. I was going to say that between the status protections the Aegis provides, plus the elemental protections of the Dragon, plus the elemental protections of the Pro Ring, that's practically a ribbon right there, but that point is mute when you have an Opal instead.
A good Opal at that. Alright.
It's a great Opal, don't get me wrong. Keep the ribbon on there, you don't have to worry about it. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. Dangwood's probably going to have a blink and you miss it carry fight. I mean, there's already 4 hits for 537. Fade for 236. Nuke coming in for 364, and that's it for carry.
Wait, you said he was going to go fight carry? I missed it.
All I saw was a speed bump.
No, we killed the speed bump earlier.
Dangwood's sitting at 17 shards, if my math is correct.
The Aegis might be something he picked up, but there were 2 chunks lurking down here as well that were easy to get to. So that means he only has to fight one of the 2 fiends, and he may air for Kraken instead.
I don't know. I don't think Kraken's been found, so Tia is the only real option.
That might be what he was working on right there.
Alright, so Greg is gonna start running towards Lefane again, which is Gaia, probably to pick up that level 7 Fade and level 8 Fast.
Funslash is here in Waterfall, probably already got that cube. Yep, it's marked off there. So they won't be that far behind actually getting their go mode at this point. Good for them.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot closer now that Funslash actually did pick up that warp cube from the robot.
Yeah, they checked their notes and they recalibrated and they got it worked out.
And that's good. Fog 2 at level 8. Gregley's going to go ahead and pick that up. He's got the level 7 Fade. He is pretty much going to be set and ready to go. So here we go. Fans of speed gaming and fans of Final Fantasy Randomizer, I hope you're ready for the best enemy in the game, our Lord and Savior, the Warmech, the robot chicken, the bringer of destruction.
All hail our robot chicken overlord. He may not be a kind or benevolent god, but he is a consistent god. In that he wants to kill you.
Consistently evil.
Yes.
Our metallic master, if you will. But first, we interrupt the venture to Warmech to bring you the Bridge of Destiny. Nuke and Fade going to take out the Mud Gull Sorcerer pack, get some good EXP for Gregory Puff's Warriors. Second encounter is going to be an air pack. Hey, look, more airs. They're just trying to blow them off the Bridge of Destiny.
I believe it is time for our poultry of pain, our turkey of terror. The robot revolution is upon us. It is time for Warmech.
So we have some Fast, some Temper, some Invis 2. And, oh, he did pick up Ruse for the night. 3 hits for 572, immediately going out on the White Wizard. That is not good.
It's not the best, no.
No life casts are going to be had after this fight is done. Temper going out. Another Temper going out. So now that is Fast and 3 Temper.
God.
One swing for 3 damage. That's not good. But
there we go.
76, we are looking so much better with that.
Better.
And Bunslash goes down. 4 hits, 231. It is a Knight versus Warmech. 6 hits, 441. Is going to take down Warmech. That Knight is now level 32. This is going to be a scary Tiamat fight if she is spell and ability heavy.
I think he's got this.
He's going to go with the Bane shirt. I like this.
That's what, a 16% chance to hit?
Thereabouts. So Ruse is going to go off full, and Tia's going to start off with a second Ruse. Tia's
already missing.
One Ruse. So that is good news for Gregory Puff. Bane comes out ineffective to start with. And Tia's not going to hit for all that much. Second Bane, ineffective, as Dangwoo is at Kraken. Third Bane, ineffective.
Mathematically, after 6 to 7 of these, it should affect.
4 Bane. Fourth Bane. No effect. Tia getting crits. Fifth one, still no effect. Thunder coming out, not dealing much damage. Sixth one, not going to work either. We got a 7th one coming out. Still
above average.
How many Banes is it going to take?
There we go.
Poison Smoke. Terminated. Dangwoo, on the other hand, fighting Kraken. Gregory Puff is in full-on go mode at this point. Dangwoo deciding to fight Kraken the regular way, just by meleeing it down. 3 hits for 122 from the Knight. What's the Ninja going to do? He's going to Saber. We got more Invis 2 coming out. Looking about. Going to decide to nuke Kraken 1. More Invis 2 coming out. Going to raise evasion that much more. Swing from the Knight. 2 hits for 47. And nuke's going to come out. 160 damage. Not a bad amount. Swing for 73 from that Ninja. Oh, that's unfortunate. More nukes coming out. 240.
He has plenty of Brack casts on the level. It's only a 25% chance to hit, but this has gone on enough rounds. I think Brack might have been more effective in this particular instance.
I have to agree that Brack would have been more effective in this particular instance. Fade Sword coming out for 156. A swing for 100 from the Ninja, and that was a crit. Nuke for 189. Mazda swing from the Knight for 40. Kraken is still up. Last nuke's about to go out. 2 hits for 116 with 1 crit in there. Nuke goes out. 100 damage. Minimum roll from Nuke, but it's enough to terminate Kraken 1.
Meanwhile, at the 1 hour 26 mark, Gregley is the first to enter the Temple of Fiends, getting in there with, as Chad has been pointing out, his very small knight.
Yeah, that knight is looking a little strong.
Strong knight at what, like level 33 right now, I believe?
32. But will it be strong enough to survive Metal Slimes with Nuke? That's the question.
Green D's almost taking out the White Mage before they even really get into the dungeon.
Okay, 34. I stand corrected, but that's fine. Hey, he got the first strike on them.
Oh, lucky ambush on them.
Is it going to be enough for him to get off the floor? It is.
Woo!
Not have to worry about those Metal Slimes anymore.
He is probably breathing quite the sigh of relief, unclenching just a little.
Unless he wipes. Because there are still things in here that he could wipe to.
I'm certainly not going to curse him with that, thank you.
Too late, I already have, and I'm the one that rolled the seed. Oh, I imagine so, because power cycling before entering would be a terrible idea with where those Metal Slimes ended up falling.
So Jay Scheidel is 9 away from Gomo, 9 shards. Have not seen yet where Fun Slash is at. We'll find that one out soon. And Dangwu is, of course, doing his wrap-up, taking out the Fiends, and he needs to, so he'll be in Go. Okay, Fun Slash is 10 shards away from Go.
We have Kate coming out. It did nothing but Gregley Puff, swing with the Maza, and that's it. Lich was nothing.
As Liches want to do.
So here we go. Carrie's floor, almost done. Gotta get through an ambush from... Oh. I saw Brack. From an enemy. Assuming it was the Agama.
Well, thankfully it's not going to matter past this one turn right here.
But I see we have a robot chicken engaged. So we've got tempers, we've got fast, we got sabers, we got swings, we got invises, we got cure 4s, we got more tempers. And that knight's not getting hit at all.
I really do have to note that for someone that loves to go on about how it's going to exterminate, this particular Warmech battle is not going in Warmech's favor.
Exterminate.
Yeah, that was what I was going for.
Alright, so Dangwu slashing through Warmech as best as he can. Working, looks like about 2 hits at a time. But Gregley Puff, blink and you miss it. He is through carry 2. Lock 2's coming out.
That was quite a literal blink and you miss it too, because I totally didn't even see it.
More Lock 2's coming out, making sure that more hits can be obtained on the Warmech. The Warmech's missing all the Light Warriors, so Dangwu has a lot of evasion up, which is extremely good.
Yeah, he was casting Invis too with both of his White Mage and his Knight, so he got those charges up quick.
Oh, yeah. 3 hits for 297 or 296, and that was it for Warmech. Dangwoo is through. And now it is Gregglypuff about to be on Kraken 2, one of the potential gatekeepers of this seed.
It is definitely time for us to really start focusing on these fights, because this is going to be make or break for him at this point.
And he is decently leveled right now. He's going to go ahead and throw on the Fade Sword +5. And here we go. We've got Fast going out. We've got more Fast going out. Ruse onto the White Wizard. Kraken opening up with a Fast of his own. This is not going to be looking beautiful.
Fasten the Kraken. That's got to scare you.
If Kraken goes to any of these Light Warriors before they can get spells off, this could spell demise. But both the Ruses go off beforehand. Temper going off on the night. Both Tempers full party initiative.
So how do you spell demise? Is that Kraken?
No, I spelled demise with 3 stacks of Ruse. All right, and Viz 2's going out. That's going to max out the evasion of both the White Wizard and the Knight.
So far, Kraken being fairly kind, just throwing out Blizzards and, like, Litany 2s. That nothing that's going to scare him just yet.
And if there was something scary, then the thing that could be gone after is that ever so elusive 6% Brack. That was damage. 9 hits for 1,004 on Fun Slash. The Black Wizard in Gregglypuff's first slot, but 6 hits for 540 takes down Kraken 2. And Gregglypuff has got to be breathing a sigh of relief.
What Black Mage in the first slot? All I saw was a smear.
All right, so one final Iron Goal.
Which does remind us, if you like what you see here, please come and join the Final Fantasy Randomizer community. You can find us all at FinalFantasyRandomizer.com. That includes the randomizer itself, plus, of course, our various Discords that you can join as well for development, as well as our tournament Discord. And, of course, while you're there, you can check out our Duckling program for new players, as well as join the Iron Gall League, which is our fun flags for challenge and profit there. Well, not profit, but the fun of it right there. Please come and join us as we are getting back to Tiamat.
All right, Ruse and Fast have gone out, and now it's going to be tempering up and invising up. So unfortunately, one of the Black Wizards does go down, and this is where things are about to get a little scary, because it's just that Black Wizard as well as these 2 melee attackers. 7 hits for 275 coming out from the Knight, using that Fade Sword +5. Dangwoo inside of Temple of Fiends Revisited as well now. Jay Scheidel and Fun Slash just running through these dungeons. Fade coming out for 110, a Lock 2 going out. And then 7 hits for 622 coming out from the Knight Puff. Oh, Dangwoo, Power Cycle going into Temple of Fiends Revisited. Gonna face those Metal Slimes with Nuke. Fun Slash is down after a hit for 347, but a Fade for 99 takes down Tia, and that's it. Dangwoo getting initiative, able to run away from the Metal Slimes, so doesn't have to worry about anything at all. Jay Scheidel, though, fighting Kraken 1, working on getting more of those shards, as Gregglypuff has made it to the lair of the ultimate fiend, the final fiend himself, the master of the plan.
He has seen some scary stuff here, but so far this Topher has not been that bad for Greggly, all things considered. Taking a brief pause, reformulating what he's going to do. Gregory about to head into Chaos, and we're starting our rounds of buffing.
Starting off with a Fast and a Temper, following it up with Invis 2 and more Invis 2.
Solid strategy, and he saved a lot of those casts just for that reason. Does lose a Black Mage, but that's not going to be the end of the world. Another round of buffing, gets that Temper off, gets the Invis 2 off again. Follows it up with a Fire 2 from Chaos, which is just chip damage and nothing to be worried about just yet. Fourth Invis 2 cast coming out. That's 4 of the 6 decks he needs to be completely untouchable.
5 and 6 are going to be coming out right now.
Another Temper. Chaos has yet to kill off that last Black Mage yet, so he's getting all the buffs he needs on his party members.
And now it's going to be the test swing. 6 hits for 547 just to start with. It's already looking really good.
That is certainly favorable right there. I think with the current scaling we have, Chaos can go up to, what, 3k, 4k, somewhere around there?
Allow me to check real quick.
Excellent.
Because one thing to keep in mind is that Chaos's base HP is 2,000. And with our scaling being 250% on the high end, 5,000 is the absolute
5,000.
A swing from the
so
knight.
So 10 more hits, like... I'm sorry, you said?
A swing from the knight and a miss. Lock 2 goes out. 7 hits for 989. A fade comes out. 157. More Lock 2 going out. And non-elemental swirl rolls really low.
So low you'd think that it was actually elemental swirl.
Yeah, pretty much.
Still wisely going to make sure he's healing so his characters can stay above a nuke if it just so happens to come out.
Ten hits for 768 and a fade coming out for 180. Morlock 2 going out.
He's starting to really nicely layer on the damage right here. I think he's at about 2,000 or so that he's layered on so far.
Here we go. Fade coming out, 170. Lit 2 coming out from Chaos, only going to deal chip damage. 10 hits, 804. And nukes are going to be coming out now, as well as the Fade Sword. And Chaos has Luke on his spell list. There's nothing scary. Fade for 152, nuke for 136, terminated! That's it for Gregglypuff. He is done with his half. Just has to hope that Dangwoo is able to make it through with as good of luck as he had going through Kraken 2.
He stopped his timer just a little late right there, but it looked like about 139.11 if his timer was accurate.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Dangwoo on Kraken's floor, and Fun Slash taking out Kraken.
Dangwoo not moving his fighter down. Bold play right there, Cotton. Bold play. Getting his buffs out. Kraken coming out with that blister that doesn't do much of anything. If Dangwoo can have a similar last 3 Fiends fight as Greggly did, this is in the bag for the two of them. Oh! Or Kraken can come out with Nuclear. Okay.
Yeah, very much so.
That's spicy. Ow. Gotta rethink how you're gonna do that right now.
When in doubt, go for that 6% Brack. If you are that afraid of what Kraken's going to have, a Brack as a shot in the dark could actually make the difference. But nope! That Black Wizard is down for the count.
We're not gonna be bracking this Kraken anytime soon.
Oh, that Knight's looking a little worse for wear as well.
Yeah, this is not the fight that Greggly had, but he does manage to get through it, and that's really all that matters there.
All right.
Chat pointing out that he is actually not using that Vorpal on his knight right there. I think at this point, because of the fact that the Mazda had that negative, I'd probably be looking at using the Vorpal at this point.
Yeah, I would too. But I also know that he's got the katana that he's been using. And the katana itself has more attack power, but the ninja itself is just a little too squishy. So we've got some Invis, some Temper, some Fast. And here we go. Time to start swinging. Saber's coming out onto the ninja. Double swings now. More Invis 2. And Lock 2 going to come out. Here we go. Invis goes out. More evasion. Lock 2 is going to come out, making Tiamat easier to hit. First swing, 6 hits for 369. And there goes the ninja. The ninja was just a light snack for Tia 2. Black Wizard almost going down as well, becoming another light snack to Tia 2. The Night Swing, 7 hits for 214. Temper going to go out. And we're on for another round. More Invis 2 and more Lock 2. 7 hits for 500. And Tia misses the Black Wizard Danny. Lock 2 coming out, going to make Tia easier to hit. And now it's time to start throwing out fades and nukes. Nuke going to come out. 113. Lit 2 comes out. It's going to take down the Black Wizard. 7 hits for 430. A fade coming out for 138. Good round of damage. Swing from the Knight. 8 hits, 183. Not too terribly much, but a Fade Sword, 148. Terminated.
Takes care of that. And then we just have the actually pretty kind Chaos ahead of us at this point.
So Dangwoo looking to finish about 6, maybe 7 minutes behind Greg. Definitely looking strong.
If this Chaos takes a while, we could be looking at the 148 or so. But I mean, if it goes fast, could be a 146.
Oh, very, very true.
Right now, what Funslash and J Seidel need to be praying for is that there was a nuclear lurking on this Chaos that we did not see. We saw his whole spell list. We didn't see much in the way of skills from him.
If he even has a skill list.
He does have Swirl, so there's at least one.
I mean, Swirl's the only one we know about. That's the problem.
That's what I'm saying.
Alright, Temper going out, as well as Saber. Cure 4 onto the Black Wizard, and Chaos is going to open up with... Hey!
There was a skill list.
So we've got Swirl, and then the non-elemental Swirl, the Fire Elemental Blaze. What is next? That's going to be the question. 2 hits for 36 damage. Saber going out onto the Ninja. Heal 3 coming out. Going to raise everybody's HP up. Lock 2 going to come out, making Chaos easier to hit. And there is Bane. Goodbye, Ninja. And I bet Dang is wishing he had the X-Cal on. Or not the X-Cal, the Vorpal on.
He might just be at this point. Because, yeah, that Ninja, if he was hoping that Ninja was going to be doing any damage, it's not going to be now.
It's dead.
It's dead and cannot be arisen at this point.
So we've got more fades coming out, and more lock 2. So fade for 149. Chaos is just going to go ahead and lit 2. He's just playing with his food. 6 hits for 699.
That's
from
better.
Greg on Dangwoo's side.
You know, I just want to point out when the ninja's laying on the ground like that, and he's got his little white feet bottoms going out. Really does look like he's wearing footy pajamas.
It does. It really does. All right. So we are going into the next round with some heal 3, getting everybody over 200 and about 250 HP. Swing from Greg, 8 hits, 756. Crack coming out. Not going to affect anybody. And it looks like everything is pretty smooth sailing from here. 149 damage coming out, 135 damage coming out. And then the swing from Greg, 4 hits for 278. We've got another round of combat, more temper going out. Another Fade Sword cast, 154 damage. Swing from Greg, 5 hits for 548. There was a crit in that.
He really is getting good, consistent damage off these Fade Swords.
He is, 116. 6 hits for 981. That's going to do it. The Upstarts have finished with an official time of 1 hour, 47 minutes, and 31 seconds. Get your GGs out for Gregly Puff and Dangwoo of the Upstarts.
That was win 2 for them. They are moving on to the next round of the tournament.
They are the next team confirmed for the Elite 8. And with that, we are joined by one half of the Upstarts, Gregly Puff. GG's, Greg.
Hey, thanks, man.
GG's, good. How does it feel to be moving on to the next round?
I'm super stoked about it, man. I'm excited. It's as far as we made it last year. We made it to the Elite 8, and then just got completely. We didn't get completely demolished. We lost 2-1, but still, we're excited to make it back to the Elite 8. And that seed, man, that early game, I was not happy about it.
We'll get to that in just one moment, because we are joined by the other half of the Upstarts, Dangwoo. GG's, Dang.
GG. Woo! Look, the Gregly looked at his shard count and he goes, wow, I'm like 7 away. I look at my shard count and I started counting and I just wanted to stop after like 5 because it just kept going and I had like 18 to go or something like that. And I'm like, Greg, where'd you find all these shards at? Like, really? Hogging all the shards?
I mean, I was marking them on the sheet, man.
So, Greg, you mentioned how brutal the early game was. Take me through your thought process going through that early game.
Yeah, so, we get into Canary and we see the magic and we're like, well, I may as well pick up these spells. Like, who knows? Slow 2 may do something for me. It didn't, but it may. And then, we start going to your dungeons. We're like, oh, it's ordeals. Well, I can't do ordeals at level 1 with no spells. And then I go to Matoya's and I'm like, oh, this is a long dungeon with a Marsh Blitz. Can't do that. Then I go to Toph and I'm like, this is another long dungeon with Vanilla Ice Cave start. It's like Ice 1 and Ice 2. And then I go, I just keep clearing, trying to find a place I can get through. And finally, Dang makes it to Crescent, which is Onrak, and is able to find heals. We didn't have heal pots. That was like the main issue we were running into, is just the sheer lack of heal pots that we had. And luckily I found the canoe right when he got over there, so he was able to find Provoca. And then after that I found that Fade Sword and I was like, oh yes. And I was able to walk the Fade Sword out. I can't even believe it.
So Jay Scheidel just ran into 2 packs of what I'm going to assume were your guys' favorite enemies.
So it is, but you can actually encounter manipulate them out. Because they're the encounters 3 and 4 in that little area. So if he goes in off of this, he's actually going to run into him one more. So hopefully he gets turn order and runs. So that was an interesting thing, because Like Greg's like, yeah, man, all you gotta do is burn an encounter and do this. So I burn the encounter and I run from it. And then I continued. I still run into slimes. Like, I never ran into slimes. I'm like, of course you didn't. Of course you didn't.
Maybe I saw them in like and ran away like first turn ran and then
You got an ambush on them.
Yeah,
is that what happened?
Yeah.
See, I completely I was so traumatized by them on Sky 2, I just forgot they existed.
Oh, I see what you. Okay, yeah. You actually burned and reset as Jai Shidel just did, so you're able to bypass it.
No, I didn't burn and reset. I did what you said. I took that zombie battle, ran away from it, and then went straight in. And see,
Okay.
like I was like him. I don't remember ever seeing anything, but
Well, because encounters 3 and 4 were close enough, or sorry, encounters 2 and 3 were close enough, and like you said, that that one long run allows you to bypass them all. So that's what you ran into.
no.
I was one early.
yeah. We've got Fun/Bloodrune taking on Carry 2 right now. And
They did keep it fairly close, and I want to commend them for that. There was a little while there where they had a solid lead over you, Dangwoo, as far as shards are concerned. They just ran into the problem that they forgot to clear out the waterfall when they got bounced out the first time, and Waterfall's cube was, of course, required to get the key.
yeah, that's one thing to definitely mention.
Yeah, I was really lucky to walk that Fade Sword out of there. Like,
You manipulated the encounter table beautifully to be able to get out of there like that.
yeah, sure, we'll go with that. I managed to make it happen and walk. I couldn't believe it when I walked out of there with that Fade Sword, and yeah, just dude.
So, did you guys know that Carry 2 had nuclear?
You saw it, right?
No, surprisingly, I didn't. But I found out that Kraken had nuclear. That was exciting.
Yeah, so I'm telling him everything that's happening. I'm like, yeah, like Carrie has nothing. Just whatever. She's got hit points, but nothing. And then you're like,
Carrie has nothing, and then like half health's my knight. I'm like, yeah, Carrie's got nothing, man.
and then I'm like, Kraken has nothing. And he's like, oh yeah, first turn nuclear. And I was like, I never saw that. Or second turn nuclear.
But I mean, he was a lot higher level though. He grinded, so his knight and his white mage was able to probably do stuff while I had to like take several turns with buffing and stuff. And I found out that Carrie's floor didn't have any chests that was worthy. I was a little upset. I didn't want to tell Greg that for anybody that's out there because he was in the middle of chaos, and I'm like, I'm not going to tilt him right now.
Dude, if you had checked those chests for real, I was going to be so mad.
I did.
You checked those chests?
Yes, I did.
Oh my god, what are you doing?
I needed another ribbon. I only had 2.
I told you where the ribbons were.
I forgot.
I put it in the tracking notes, man. There's the ribbon. It was in the it was the chest right before the vampire.
I honestly literally heard your conversation about, so we're going to use these columns here for these notes and write these things down, and
yeah, so I went through and I made a brand new spreadsheet, like a new thing or whatever, and it's the first time we tried it. So it's a little rough kind of getting used to, but I think it's a lot neater for finding out where shards are for each floor and how many totals in a dungeon.
Yeah.
So, but the only problem is we have a real estate of like 0 on Gregley's side because he's only got one monitor.
Yeah, I've got the sweet 15.5-inch laptop.
Come
So
on, get more real estate, dude.
yeah. That sucks about the ribbon. I can't believe you went looking for a ribbon when I told you we found all 3 ribbons. That's just insane. Like,
I just wanted to do it. It was like, hey, there's a couple chests there.
it's kind of like why we kill Warmack every time. We just
That's
like
right.
could have killed
He's our
Crack.
friend.
I
He's
could have
our
killed
friend.
exactly where Kraken was. I could have killed Kraken for those 4 charge, but I really wanted to kill Warmack. It's really important.
I killed all 4 fiends. It was worth.
I mean, robot chicken, robot chicken. All hail our metallic overlord.
Right? And for once, Greg actually gave me proper information, which was great. And I see that Jai Shadel's having issues on carry, but he's like, Warmack only punched. That's literally all Warmack did. I was like, hey, I got proper information.
What the heck, man?
Oh,
Kraken has nuke. That's wrong.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. Kraken 2 coming out with the nuke. That's one of 3 that is in the boss pool, but Funslash does make it through Kraken. And Jay Scheidel is going to be running up to Kraken very soon. But first, a battle. So
an unrunnable battle.
So you guys see the nuke slimes in Sky 2, and you know you're going to encounter them on Temple of Fiend's 2nd floor, or Topher Visited 2nd floor. When you saw them come up, and you saw a preemptive strike, Greg, because they did come up for you once.
Uh-huh.
What was your reaction? Because I'm very curious.
Like, I gotta go. like I said, I clearly just
You didn't even notice.
got it out of my mind. I just completely was like, I can't even. It just was like, I gotta run and get out of here. So wasn't much to think about. I just had to get away from slimes because slimes were dumb with their nukes.
The biggest nope ever, and they got the evil man nuke, which is just evil, man.
Yeah. Oh man, the okay men were making me mad. Like, I get in and first encounter is like 8 of them and they ambush me and then I can't run. And then the second encounter is the green dragons and I think they killed one of my mages. And I was like, oh my god, stop.
Yeah, I don't know who you have to blame for this. I didn't roll it.
I know exactly who rolled it. I watched him do it. Dark Moon.
I totally did not do this. I would take credit if I did.
Oof, it's not doing any damage. That massive -4, that was a heartbreaker.
Yeah, Jay Scheidel is in a bit of a sticky situation. Might have just mismenued the Cure 4. Yeah, that's bad.
Ouch.
Jay Scheidel is in a very bad spot.
I don't know, at 581 damage no matter what, I don't know that Cure 4 would have done a thing for him, though.
It would not have, but
nope.
Unfortunately,
I mean,
it's solo knight with pretty much no way to gain evasion.
I'm going to apologize. I'm going to apologize for this, but it is solo knight, and the feeling's right. Sorry.
And you didn't know it.
I'll show myself up.
Mr. Dengwu, did you ever find the Vorpal? I see a Vorpal +2 over there.
No.
It would have been infinitely better than that massive -4.
It would have.
God.
I mean, I had the katana -1. I mean, that was exciting. Not really.
Yeah, right.
Funslash made it through and is about to be on to Chaos.
That's awesome. And I mean, Jay could probably make it work. How many Ruse? He's got Invis too. Ruse and unfortunately, Ruse and Invis share the same slot. He could maybe make something happen in the Tia battle if he gets decent. If he can get decent enough turn order, he's still thinking. Make sure you equip that flame armor. Oh,
I got greedy in Sky Floor 1, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get that opal or that opal armor, and it cost me to run into the metal slimes, so they wiped me. I was so sad. But then Greg's like, hey, there's dragon armor +2 here. I'm like, oh, never mind. I'm not so sad now.
Not doing any damage.
Funslash. Running around a little bit inside of Chaos's room. Probably a little frazzled after this seed. Can't really blame him, especially with how the early game was. This was a pretty nasty seed overall. Until Temple of Fiends Revisited, where it wasn't quite as nasty. It's a little scary, but otherwise okay. Oh, Jay Shidell wipe into a nuke from Tia 2.
Ouch.
What? Tia 2 had nuke? First turn nuke, too. I never saw... Did you see anything but skills out of Tia?
First spell nuke.
I got hit by something.
That is bad news, Bears.
Yeah, because I had to heal.
Alright, we got a Chaos Fight. Muzzle Swing, 1 hit, 1 damage.
Story of the Seed.
More Invis 2 coming out. A swing from the Vorpal, 1 hit, 67. And a hit for 134. Bane's coming out. Oh, goodbye, Black Wizard. No buffing, no locks. This Chaos might take a while. Fire 2 is going to come out from Chaos, dealing chip damage. Swing from the Vorpal, 108 damage. A swing from the Mazza, single hit, single damage. More Invis 2 coming out. 2 hits for 88 from the Mazza with a crit in there. Jay Shidell running back. All right, Fire 3 coming out from Chaos. Yet again, chip damage. 2 hits for 139 from that Mosmune with a crit in there. More Invis stack. Swing from the Vorpal, 83 damage. So crits are getting out there, which is definitely good. Non-elemental swirl finally coming out from Chaos, hitting the White Wizard for a higher amount of damage. Mazda swing, 1 hit, 1 damage. Vorpal swing, a crit for 129. Cure 4 comes out, restoring the White Wizard back up. And now it's misses from Chaos. Unfortunately, Funslash does not have Fade, but he does have the Fade Sword, so he's going to start using that. 80 damage from that. Blaze comes out, dealing decent damage to Greg, but chipping the rest of the Light Warriors. More Fade Sword coming out. Lit 2 coming out from Chaos. Here goes the Fade Sword. 252 damage that time. Swing for 81 from the Vorpal, and 2 hits for 130 from the Mazza. So a good damage round there. One hit, 1 damage. Quad X coming out from Chaos. Going to be an effective Vorpal swing for 68. So a total of 69 damage that round. A miss from
just
the Vorpal.
The sad amount of damage that you're having to do against its Chaos, it just hurts.
Oh no. Jay Shidell running into Frostwolves with damage poison. Pretty sure nobody else saw that.
Nope. Those wolves are poison, as the song says.
Definitely some poisonous wolves. Swing from the Vorpal and a miss. Fade Sword going out from 157. A swing from the Mosmune. Another miss. And we got more spells coming out from Chaos. Fade for 98. And there's Thunder coming out from Chaos. Vorpal swing and a miss. Mosmune swing for 1. Looking good. And Chaos has looped on the spell list. Fade comes out for 118. Swing and a miss from the Mosmune, and a Cure 3 gauntlet going out to keep Jace at higher HPs. Swing and a miss from the Vorpal yet again. 2 hits, 2 damage from the Mosmune, and that's it for Greg. Greg is down. Fade Sword for 149. It's going to come down to the wire at this point.
So this fight is a lot grosser for these guys than it was for Daewoo and Gregley.
Here we go. More Fade coming out. 306. Finally, a good Fade roll comes out. Another 306 Fade. We've got some beautiful fade rolls coming out, and then an 80 right after I say that. Quad X coming out from Chaos, not going to do anything. Here we go, Fade Sword again. 300 damage, terminated! That's it for Fun Slash Blood Rune.
GG.
We'll call it a finish at the 206.39 mark.
GG's. Yeah, and Cannibert in chat saying, melt that massa for scrap. That's kind of how I was feeling. -4, no good.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah, I think we had a little bit easier. Well, especially so it helped in this case since Gregory was so high level. He was kind of able to, kind of overpower a lot of them of sorts with his high level knight that probably had almost 6 hits basically. And then basically all he did was he told me, hey, you're going to need to put locks, you need to put tempers in on this guy. And so it kind of helped me to speed up my under-leveled the characters.
Yeah, that definitely does help a lot.
Yeah, I mean, the plan originally wasn't to go that high. I got in there and I was like, all right, well, I'll just burn through my fades and nukes. And I started doing that. And all of a sudden I was like level 28. I was like, oh, I got to go. I don't need to be this high level to kill Warmech. I just wanted to have enough levels to kill Warmech because last seed Warmech was nasty, and this seed Warmech was no fun either. Speaking of, that's right. I only had like a knight with a Bane sword and a Bane shirt and a dream taking on Tiamat 1.
And you took 8 Banes to kill Tiamat 1. How frustrated were you getting after, let's say, that 5th Bane?
Well, I was starting to run out of health because the chip damage was starting to do something to me at that point. Plus, I had only done 2 stacks of ruse, and the first couple times Tiamat was missing, so I was like, it's fine, I don't need a 3rd stack. And then Tiamat started like landing hits on me, and I was like, this is not getting good. And then, yeah, like you said, I almost got to the actually I did get to the odds, right? It's 1 in 8 chance to land Bane on Tia.
Thereabouts, yeah.
Or is it like 1 in 10? I can't remember. It's like
it's like a 16% chance.
Yeah.
So it worked out perfectly then. 1 in 8 chance worked on your 8th time.
Yeah, I mean,
no.
In chat, like, yeah, you can tell this team just over the race from 2 days ago and this particular race. I mean, infinitely better. I think their time on the last seed was like 2:13, and we had finished around the 1:30 mark. And so the fact that the seed was longer for us and the seed is looking to be shorter for them is it just shows how far these guys have come along. Jay Shidell, one of our Ducklings, participated in the Duckling Derby, and Fun Slash Blood Rune has not done any of the Duckling stuff that I'm aware of, so must be just friends with Jay, I'm assuming.
Fun Slash came in, started chatting during the spring tournament.
Okay.
And joined not long after. And just came into the scene, and this is basically the debut for Fun Slash. This is his 2nd race, as Randy Donovan points out in chat.
That's awesome.
The first race was the first match.
Yeah, like I said, pretty familiar with the newer players that are around, and that was just a name I didn't recognize. So, like what you said, I just assumed they were like friends or hadn't raced much, and obviously chat's helping me out there. They are good friends, and this is in fact Fun Slash's 2nd race with, official time 2 hours and would we say 3 minutes on that seed. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, thereabouts, I'd say.
Yeah, that's really impressive because that opening game was not for the faint of heart. Having to run around all these different kind of big dungeons for the early game with no heals and no way to kill anything.
I'm gonna say no spells either except for harm 4.
Yeah.
All right, but at least all 4 Light Warriors are alive going into Tiamat 2, so there is the plus there.
Yeah. I think at this point, Jay should be fine. Say that. But then we did see Nuke on Tia.
We did, and that's going to be the only scary point going into this. So Invis 2 coming out, Evasion going up. Here we go, 5 hits, 134, and 3 hits for 18. The Mosmian definitely not living up to his name, but ooh! That's a lot of damage going out on the ninja. That ninja is dead.
Sure he's dead. Check his pulse.
That ninja just took 700 damage. I'm 99% certain it just got overkilled by over 300 HP. That's
I think he's faking it.
So, I mean, if you play an MMO, that's the equivalent of just standing in an insta-kill mechanic right there. Just dead. All right, Mazza swing, 3 hits, 229. So damage is coming out from the Mosmian now. So that is a plus. Not going to go for the Hail Mary Brack, though. 6% chance to land that Brack. Rub's going to come out, be ineffective. 4 hits for 141 coming out. And I am agreeing with DVS's assessment here. Moving the Vorpal to the Knight would be a very beneficial move for Jay Scheidel.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm not gonna lie, if I had found that Vorpal 2, I would have equipped that over to Masa instantly.
Oh, for sure. 100%. 100%, especially once you get to this part of Topher where these bosses are more than likely going to roll into the max evade land. You got to have the Vorpal on, especially with the plus modifier. And the Masa having the low modifier or negative modifier.
Oh, absolutely. Question in chat from DVS on whether or not they had fast. It's level 8 Gaia. They got it, but they don't have very many charges of it.
Yeah.
With that, though, Jay Scheidel is through Tiamat and runs into the Nightmares and Evil Man pack. So here we go. Jay Scheidel on the floor of the Ultimate Fiend Chaos, ready to close out the race.
A highly evasive the Chaos.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh. Chaos wasn't all that evasive.
Yeah.
You guys just missed accuracy day.
Clearly.
Oh.
I just kept rolling 1d ones.
The critical fail after critical fail.
The first hit I got like 5 hits, 5 something, and then the second hit it was like a complete whiff, and I was like,
Yeah, I saw that and I almost started laughing. Because the only thing that went through my mind was, yeah, I would do that. I would do that to you guys because I'm apparently that evil. So, Jay Scheidel did not go to pick up fast at level 8, which is unfortunate. Lock 2 is going to come out, making Chaos easier to hit. 2 hits already for 188 coming out from the Knight. So, not bad damage to start with, but he's going to have to be very sparing on healing magic. On restorative magic. There we go. Didn't move the Vorpal over, as chat points out, which is definitely not good. Morlock 2 is going to come out, making Chaos easier to hit. 3 hits for 192, but non-elemental swirl is going to come out, low-rolling the Black Wizard, and I believe low-rolling the White Wizard as well. More temper coming out now. Ice 3 Gauntlet being used for 45 damage, but Chaos retorts with Blaze, only dealing chip damage. That heal 3 is finally going to come out of the pocket. Swing and a miss from Chaos, but 4 hits for 110 from Jace. Chaos taking damage slowly but steadily. Out of healing magic, he is about to basically be in hold A and pray mode. Fire 3 is coming out from Chaos. 4 hits for 655 coming out from the Knight. That's what we want to see at this point. On to the next round. More Ice 3 coming out. Another swing from the Knight and more Lock 2. Ice 3 for 64. Chaos going ahead and using Crack. It's not going to hit anybody. 2 hits for 290 though. Not bad coming from that Knight. Still trying to automatically menu to magic. I understand doing that. Ice 3 coming out now from the Black Wizard. 66 damage. Swing from the Knight. 5 for 316. Thunder's going to come out. And this is starting to get to be in the realm of quite a bit more than chip damage. So now we've got quaffing strats with heal pots being thrown onto the Knight. 3 hits for 375, and the ability list has cycled back over. This is terrifying right now. Double heal strats coming out. 5 hits for 282. Blaze is going to come out. All the Light Warriors are going to survive. He is literally just clawing to defeat Chaos. He's trying to get this victory here. Crack's going to come out again from Chaos. 5 hits for 293. More heal drinking. 5 hits, 504 with a crit. Chaos has got to be close to dying. Lit 2 is going to come out. Everybody's on a knee. Last heal's going out. And that Knight is back over 200 damage, but 5 hits for 885 gets it done!
GG.
Wow.
They finish with an official time of 2 hours, 18 minutes, 28 seconds. Get your GGs out for the has-been and wannabes.
Right, guys.
They may be out of the tournament, but they definitely stole our hearts here with those awesome kills.
I was just going to say that too, Darkman. I feel like we lost in the fan voting here. See, Gregley, this is what happens when we don't argue enough anymore.
I know.
I think we need to go back to that.
We need to go back to argue strats.
That's right. They're the best strats.
Argument strats.
We are joined by Jay Scheidel and Fun Slash Bloodrune. GG's to both of you. And Jay Scheidel, free to have us on the edge of our seats with that chaos fight.
Don't you like heal pot strats?
You were
I liked them.
falling the bottom of the barrel with that, and it worked so beautifully.
It was, do I stop attacking to use the heal gauntlet, or cure gauntlet, or do I just heal pot it?
All offense all the time, right?
Gosh.
Speed and power.
That was something else.
All right, so I asked Greg this. I didn't ask Dangwu this, but I'll go ahead and ask both of you this, Jay Scheidel and Fun Slash. Tell me about the start of the seed for you guys.
Dive, abandon.
Abort. That about sums it up.
You're welcome to terrible magic.
Oh,
That
man,
Ice
that
3 gauntlet came in clutch.
Oh, yes, it did. But the magic didn't get much better.
No, it didn't.
I
don't
recall
think I ever
someone in pre-game chat cursing us for like high-level magic, so thank you.
Yeah, no, I mean, there wasn't like a bunch of nuke item stuff like there was before.
I mean, we had one fate stick, so it kind
very.
of balanced out. Mm.
I mean, the Fade Sword was very nice to find in Waterfall. Speaking of Waterfall, did you guys forget that Waterfall was in the Marsh Cave location?
A little bit.
We had a couple cases where we were basically we ended up trying to find towns and got distracted from realizing that, oh hey, we haven't hit incentivized locations. And then there was a little bit of confusion on I mismarked one or two locations and got them backwards, and so we started questioning everything else I had marked, and things got kind of hairy for a minute there.
That would do it. Yet again, you guys actually got into the air before Greg and Dang did.
Really? Holy crap.
But because of that confusion, you guys lost so much time.
Dang it.
But outside of that, your guys' teamwork really has been displaying extremely well.
Takes a little bit to get warmed up. That's my excuse, right?
Yeah.
Well, on top of that, though, Fun Slash, your very first race was the first race of this series.
Well, you know, dumb luck plays a lot on both ends of the spectrum. I didn't get banged through a ribbon this time, despite multiple attempts. So, obviously, when that doesn't happen, I can make it through Topher on the first attempt.
That's true. And it definitely didn't help that you drew Greg and Dang week 1, because as just displayed, Greg and Dang are an extremely strong team.
Oh,
yeah. We saw that on the when the scheduling was made. We were like, well, this will be a real short tournament.
Let's have 2 really fun games.
Yeah, they were great games.
Somewhat evil seeds on both of them.
Well,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, that early game was a blast, you know? Fire, lit, temper.
I can sense the sarcasm on that. Slow too.
Yeah.
The harm for no. So the best part is I'm diving waterfall to try and get the fade thing, and I'm like, I'm level 10, and I hear Gregory's like, how the heck are you level 10? I'm like, I'm grinding off of the whiz mummies and mummies with harm 4.
Yeah, at one point I was trying to take a few fights outside of Melmon because those shadows were the only things I could even find that I could kill with a sweeper.
I have to admit that seed was like the perfect thing for my ninja, and then of course my ninja decided that it just didn't want to work. It's like, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the ninjas were broken this seed.
It was something, this seed. I don't know if I could have gotten away without him.
I think you could have.
I don't know, I did okay without a ninja. I don't know what you're talking about. I just was down to a Fade Stick and a Cure 3 gauntlet, but that's beside the point.
No, you did extremely well, Fun Slash. That Cure 3 gauntlet and Fade Sword, they were doing work. And yeah, Jay Scheidel, if there's one thing I can definitely give as a recommendation with your ninja, make sure it's 400 HP.
Yes. Well, I tried going to those stupid Agama tiles, and then they, like, murdered me.
So there was a much better and safer tile to grind on. I don't know if Greg or Dang want to tell you what it was, though.
They had the Iron Goals and the Hall of Giants.
Okay.
There was the Fire Hydrants was on the Red Hydras were on the Earth tile.
Okay. I almost went for the 4 Peds in Ice Drop, or the Ice Loop.
Yeah, I saw that too. They were running away from me by the time I made it to ice because I was looking for 2 more chunks.
I ended up using the Waterfall Cave trap tile just inside. Once I got that Fade Stick and I had HP, I was like, alright, well, I'm just going to sit here for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, the first time I saw those Agas, they didn't do much to me. So I was like, I'm going to go back there. Yeah.
I swear that is like FFR in a nutshell. If you're going to do like a solo grind, or if you plan on grinding, you'll ban off every character, and then that's when they'll start doing dumb stuff like Bracken.
Oh, by the way, I have Nuke.
Yeah.
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 Nuke was level 6. Fast was level 8 in Gaia.
Oh,
No.
and then those stupid metal slimes or whatever they were that had nuke. Oh,
So yeah, tell me about those.
can survive
Tell
one.
me about your pain,
Can
please.
survive two.
Express it.
Well, what was funny about that was when I went into what was it, Sky 3, wherever that was, in Titans East, and maybe it was Sky 2, wherever it was that they showed up on. I remember making it like a couple tiles away, and then meeting the nuke slimes and going, "Oh, hey, slimes have nuke."
And I didn't see him until Topher.
And then, yeah, he didn't see him at all until Topher, and he goes, "Oh, right, someone said something about a nuke. Right, okay."
You would have seen them in, I want to say Marsh,
Okay.
because Marsh was Sky 2.
Yep.
Sky Spider is a lot of people. know
For
that.
off the hard reset, yeah. If you went in hard reset and walked in there, they were the first encounter.
Nice. Well, yeah, I ended up like taking a few grinds and just soft resetting so I could get past them in Topher. Like,
Yeah.
Not even worry about it.
They were like encounters. What was it? 3 and 4 or something like that.
Something like that.
On that floor.
I calculated because like the first time I went through and I burned off the first one and I ran through because Greg told me to. I ran into slimes and they nuked me. So then I burned off 2 and I ran into the other one. I was like, of course
Nice.
I would.
4 and 5, I think. Dang.
Yeah, it was, I lost track. Look, I already told Greg, look, if I ever hard reset, it's because it's really early in the encounter table and it only lets me remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember these long encounters after like 4. I'm like, I got too much to think about. How am I going to troll my partner? Where's the nuke stick at?
How are you going to forget to tell me the fastest level 8 after I was in Gaia, so I have to go back to Gaia? That's in the Lefane location. That made me feel really good.
I skipped those level 8 magic. I wish I wouldn't have.
Oh, by the way, Greg, Fast was level 8 in Gaia.
Yeah. I was like, dang. Like after I got the ribbon, because that was my 3rd ribbon, and I picked up the pro rings. I'm leaving. I'm like somewhere else, and I'm like, oh man, I'm about to take on Warmech. Where did you see Fast? Where was it? He goes, oh, it's level 8 in Gaia, and I was like, bruh, I was just in Gaia.
Just like, really, man? I was just there, and now I got to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah, about the time I started going into Topher, was looking at my magic and going, oh, I don't have lock, I don't have fast, I don't have lock 2. Where were those? Oh,
Like, Provoca wasn't all crap.
Provoca, Corneria, oh crap. Well, we'll see if we make it work and get him on the die. And somehow I managed to bull through it, and I'm not sure if that's better or not.
So you guys, all 4 of you have made it through this minor atrocity of a seed.
Minor's
some
a
other
word
words
we
for
can
it, but
use,
yeah.
sure. That's safe to say.
Guess I better look at the flags for next week.
Unfortunately, Jay Shadow and Fun/Bloodrune, both of you are out of the tournament, but you both put on a great show.
Thanks.
Gregory
Had a
Puff,
blast doing it.
Gregory
What's
Puff
up?
and Dangmu. You guys are advancing to the Elite 8.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking at doing for next round? Any particular changes that you're thinking about?
I'll let you take that one, and then I'll dang if you want to. What do you think? What's our plan?
Well, the changes are, so we're either going to be up against the Trash Island Bake Sale, Duchess
phenomenal thing,
Keosama against Lord Fizzlebeef, or we got McGilgamarsh. So either team is going to be very tough. So our idea, or our plan, or my plan is, I'm gonna tilt Wrigley about an hour beforehand. I'm gonna make him angry, and hopefully by then he'll just carry me to victory.
Yeah, so we got Davis and Demon RHK versus like Fizzle and Duchess, and Yeah, I mean, whichever one, I'm totally excited to play either of them. Like Dang said, I think that good tilting should happen before that, so I can just be angry the whole time, and then maybe be able to make it through the seed without too much issue. But I don't think anything's gonna make me as angry as this seed was making me. I was pretty frustrated about 30 minutes then, and nothing was happening, and yeah. It was definitely something. And this whole subbing out Canaria lock for March lock for next week, I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, that's just because I threw all my love and affection for you guys into this seed.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. We needed that in our lives.
At least it wasn't as bad as the legendary nuclear winter seed.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, no save items.
Oh, but with that, we'll go ahead and move into final thoughts. So, I mean, even though I started it off with asking you guys how you're feeling going into the Elite Eight, Gregory Puff and Dang, we will start with you. Dang, you first.
Well, I just want to say thank you to, you and Dark Moon for doing this. We're going to be returning the favor. I believe the Upstarts will be doing your broadcast for your races there. So for all you out there, be prepared for some more Woo and Griggly Puff, the Griggly Poof action. That's right.
Woo-poof.
The man, the myth, the legend, Griggly Poof. Has been in Wannabes. Thank you for participating. You guys were awesome. I really enjoyed watching you guys play, and I'm looking forward to you guys coming back next year, hopefully, and showing us up.
No. Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything else to say outside of that. Thanks again for playing us. Hopefully, Fun/Blood Rune we'll see you around in the Duckling areas. If you want to run some of those seas, that'd be pretty awesome. Obviously, thank the co-op tournament directors for putting this thing on. Speed Gaming for having us, of course. And Dark Moon and Sonny Wrath for doing the comms. And, of course, Burt Reynolds for doing the tracking. That's pretty awesome. I look forward to making it to, the Elite Eight. And, yeah, that's all I got.
And the Has-Been and Wannabes, unfortunately, you guys are out of the tournament, but at the same time, you guys definitely won the hearts of chat and many of the spectators. Final thoughts from you guys. We'll start with you, Jay Shadell.
Just mirroring what everyone else has said. Thank you, everyone. It's been fun. It's been great. Co-op has been a great sidetrack during all these kind of crazy times, and just the entire community has been fun to get into. So definitely thank you, everyone, for putting this on. And yeah, we'll be back at you guys again next year, hopefully to take you out.
And last but not least, Fun/Blood Rune. Any final thoughts, my friend?
Not much other than thanks for the competition. Thanks for putting it on. And I look forward to absolutely no Fade or Newt Sticks the next time we play, and a 2-hour seed from both of us, because I hate enjoying things.
Dark Moon, my partner in crime, my co-commentator.
Indeed.
Any final thoughts from you, my friend?
I just enjoyed this. It was such a good race. Up until Topher, it was really close with a good back and forth going on there. The Has-Beens and Wannabes have done a great job in this tournament. Sad to see them go, but I really do look forward to seeing them come back again next year, stronger than ever. Look forward to seeing what the Upstarts do, not only next week when we're into the official week 2 of the tournament, but also on comms for us and our match coming up on Wednesday. And with that, Sonny, take us away.
Will definitely want to give a huge thank you to all 4 of these runners: Gregory Puff, Jay Shidell, Dangwoo, and Fun/Blood Rune. Definitely want to give a huge thank you to our tracker, Burt Reynolds, for taking the notes during this very, very chaotic game mode with entrance and floor shuffle. Major thanks to those of you in chat, because if you weren't here, we'd just be sitting here talking to ourselves and not being able to interact with you guys. You guys help make this just as much of a blast for us as we do for you guys. Huge shout outs to Speed Gaming for allowing us to have this on their family of channels. Definitely give a follow to all of the Speed Gaming channels. They bring you great tournaments, overall great randomizer gameplay, even non-randomizers. So definitely just give Speed Gaming a follow in general. And shout outs to our co-op tournament admin team, or the tournament organizers, if we will. Because them putting this together was definitely a huge plus. For our runners, Gregory Puff, Dangwoo, Jay Scheidel, Fun/Bloodrune, our tracker, Burt Reynolds, my co-commentator, Dark Moon EX, I'm Sonirath11. Remember to keep the power of the orbs alive and keep them lit. You all have a great evening, and we will see you next time for more Final Fantasy Randomizer action. Have a good night.
Good night, everyone.